Hey, welcome to the watching show. We were just remarking about how weird this is. And we think like anything's possible. We don't know what's going to happen, which is good news for me.
Yeah.
Nice.
I know one thing that's going to, or one or two things that are going to happen.
Never mind. I don't know anything that's going to happen.
But I don't know everything.
It was now completely dark. Masha was still sleeping, so I decided not to wake her and quietly climbed in next to her. Our director, or the camp leader, as the local residents refer to her, was still nowhere to be seen. If she enters now, it will all get very uncomfortable. Well, it might, at the very least. Anywho, who cares? A person has been murdered. It's not the time for such trifles. And anyway, we still have to find out what's going on.
It's not the time for such truffles.
Yeah, I was thinking
put the wrapper, puts the truffle, the chocolate back in the...
I placed the truffles back in the bag.
It's not time for such truffles.
Little bag ruffling noise. Why does everyone keep acting like they are pioneers?
Back ruffling noises.
It seems to me that until it becomes clear who the real criminal is, this whole ridiculous carnival won't stop. The real question was, what?
Real question was, what?
Either everyone keeps pretending because Slappy was murdered. I still couldn't accept that Sasha was the victim, so I've kept telling myself that it was indeed Slavia, or Slavia was killed because everyone keeps pretending. Damn it. I got lost entirely, and such brainstorming is not going to get me anywhere.
Not without the help of truffles. The door creaked.
The door creaked faintly. Cautiously, I rose my eyebrows a bit and peered into the darkness.
Eyebrows? What?
I peered into the darkness with my eyebrows.
Look what it says. Read it again.
It said I raised my eyebrows.
No, look at it again.
Cautiously, I rose my elbows a bit.
Okay.
Is that to block your face?
I
like eyebrows better. It makes more sense to me.
was like, what? Eyebrow? Okay, read it. Yeah.
I fixed it. Well, I guess it's no use to just lie down and wait. So I reached into the bag of truffles.
Bag ruffling.
I just staring at the door over to the monster to come the truffles. Right now, it's probably just the wind blowing or something like that. But this late at night when everyone is asleep, I stood up, grabbed my trousers in the dark, and looked around. It was hardly possible that I might find something that could be used as a means of self-defense here.
That's how you spell self-defense? It was defenk.
Let's check. Yeah.
It's with an S, though.
Yeah, I was like, that looks wrong. I can't figure it out. It's a riddle.
Yeah.
Defenky.
Defenky.
Rummaging through the cabin's contents, I stumbled upon a locked drawer and started looking. Hey, is this the drawer that you had the key to?
Yeah, rummaging through the cabin's contents, I stumbled upon a locked drawer inside the cabinet containing a locked drawer inside the cabinet.
Sure.
Cigarettes.
So we never opened this, right? He peered.
Yeah, he didn't get
see
to.
it. Yeah, sure. I'd love to find a gun or at least some kind of heavy whip crowbar in there. However, I totally understood that I really shouldn't hold my breath for one. But it had to be locked for a reason. I pushed the cabinet from the wall, estimated where exactly in the back of the drawer was, and gave it a sharp and precise, so I did not make much a kick with my leg.
Truffles came pouring
There
out.
they are. The plywood cracked and something spilled from the drawer. Underwear. More underwear, matches. Oh, they might come in handy. I shoved the matchbox into my pocket. At the same moment, I heard some strange noises from outside the door, as if some wild animal was scratching it. Surely, if that was the real criminal, I won't stand a chance against him. But one shouldn't shrug off the possibility that it was who may have gone crazy or just insane from the start. Anyways, I should still be able to knock out any local resident with these matches, even if he came at me with a knife. Like a rock burn. Just like takes it vigorously, rubs it against his arm.
Get knocked unconscious.
Thinking about the weapon gave me the creeps. No, I shouldn't be so overconfident. If I get into the encounter with someone who is for real armed with a knife, then I must shut the door, barricade all entrances, and wait for help. You probably couldn't get hold of a firearm here, although...
You can.
You can. That was a comically long one.
But you can get gas X. Or, I mean, you can't. I skipped to the punchline. I meant to say, but you can get heartburn. That's why I use your gas X. And I was going to like again broken.
The door creaked once more, opened about an inch. I closed my eyes for a second and violently pulled it open, gathering all my strength. It's nobody with no ill intention. Yeah, she's sneaking. I heard a choked scream and saw Alyssa spread-eagled. Is that what it says?
Spread-eagled on the doorstep.
Spread-eagled on the doorstep. Oh, it's just you, the murderer. I heaved a sigh of relief. Don't scare people like that. Want to give me a heart attack? She got up, dusted off her clothes, and slowly hid her knife behind her back.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. It could be dangerous to walk alone around the camp fighting the night. What? I stopped short. Happening implies an ongoing process, as if something was still going on. I mean, happened.
That's why I came.
Alyssa was... Stop shaking, trembling slightly.
It's already late, but Uyana is still nowhere to be seen.
Oh, yeah, we haven't seen her at all. She raised her eyes to me and I saw tears running down her cheeks. Where could she have gone? It wasn't like I was already concerned, but I asked because I felt I had to calm the situation. It was perfectly clear that there's absolutely nothing to do in this camp at night. If there's electricity available, then everyone watches movies on their laptops. If not, then they just read books by candlelight. Wandering under the moon shouldn't be like those. What are you talking about? There are no laptops in the 80s.
I don't know.
What are you talking about? There's still... Okay, let's think through without any fuss. I walked over to the table and picked up the clock. It's midnight. Sure, everyone should be already at their cabins by this time. A scary thought suddenly flashed in my mind. Where's Olga Dmitrievna? The murderer. Let's go outside and talk there. Don't want to wake up Miku. As we went out, I took a place by the stairs and started to think. Alyssa stood beside me, wringing her hands with a pained look on her face as she watched the moon rise.
We have to call the police.
We've already called them.
But back then it was only Slavia, and now it's also Uyana.
And Olga Dmitrievna, have you seen her?
No, but what is she to?
Alyssa burst into tears.
Where?
We still don't know anything, but nevertheless, it's clear that something's going on here. Even if they're
But
just
what?
even if they're not just pretending to be pioneers and something really has happened to the world right now, I could have quite a good chance of departing from it without getting any answers for my questions. So I would have to focus on survival. Survival, the word to me like a sharp pain in the back of my head. Survival. Just yesterday, I didn't need to give the slightest consideration to anything like that. The quiet summer night was... If he escapes us by falling asleep, I'll be pissed. There's only one thing I can do. Go to sleep.
Yeah.
Just the reflection of the moonlight in the cabin's windows, spare clouds up at the sky, and yet impenetrable darkness all around. They say that when you gaze into the abyss gazes into you, and the grasshoppers gaze into you. The damn critters are pulling a double shift of Jing. What does that say?
DJing.
Oh, as if they're constantly on duty. As the day shift winds up, the night shift, who got enough sleep, begins. Then the night one knocks off.
What is he saying?
I don't know. That's why I'm starting to trail off.
Okay. Go back. I want to read it because I have to understand what he's saying there.
He's just
The
soliloquizing.
quiet summer night was raining over everything around us. Not a breath of wind, not a rustle, gust, or whisper moves. They could be heard. Nothing. Just a reflection of the moonlight in cabin windows. Grasshoppers, as if they're constantly on duty. As the day shift winds up, the night shift, who got enough sleep, begins. What? Okay. As they're constantly on duty,
stop.
as the day shift winds up, the night shift, who got enough sleep, begins.
Yeah.
The night shift got enough sleep?
Yeah, because they have to sleep too. The night shift sleeps during the day. So while the day shift is going.
Okay, got it. Okay, okay.
That's all that
Sorry.
was. It's okay.
Sorry, I'm slow. And that was like, there's so many commas in that sentence. I
Yeah.
was like, this is too many commas.
I make dumber mistakes. I can't understand simple words sometimes. What the heck? There are probably more of them than there are humans in the entire world. Oh, shit.
Can you hear it?
Alyssa sat down and huddled up next to me. Her entire body was trembling. Ooh, I strained my ears. It seemed that somebody was slowly walking down the path to our cabin. I couldn't make out anything in the dark, but the steps grew more and more audible with every sound. Okay, don't sweat it. He won't dare attack the two of us. I mean, I don't know who it is, and I don't know who he'll attack. Whoa. Although I wasn't really sure about that. My hands instinctively started to search for something I could use to defend myself.
Hey.
So I grabbed Alyssa and held her in front of me.
I started throwing truffles as hard as I could at the guy.
Hey, I don't know if this helps, but
Yeah.
sorry. So if I found a piece of water pipe underneath the bench. Oh, that's convenient. It's not much help, of course. It's way too thick and uncomfortable to wield properly, but it's still better than not going to hit it. The mere sight of this monstrosity would make them pee themselves, most likely from laughter. There's nothing I can do. We're as good as sitting ducks here, so I'd rather move out toward the enemy. I couldn't say that I was bursting with courage and valor. It's probably going to be somebody else like Alyssa who means no harm. I took a deep breath and slowly headed into the darkness. Soon enough, I could make out more features of the stranger's silhouette. Not very tall, weird hairstyle, a skirt. Well, that's the murderer. They thought to be Lana. I lowered my guard. Just so you know, I feel like the murderer is some being that doesn't exist that we haven't seen yet. That's just what I feel like. But I'm hoping it's Lena. I'm hoping it's Lena.
I know two things for sure.
Oh, well, don't spoil anything.
I do.
Please.
Okay.
Okay.
One of them is about Lena. That's all I'll say.
Ooh.
That's all. So I know one anyway.
Ooh. What are you doing this late at night? Lena's face was stained with tears. Come on. murdered people. I led her to Alyssa. As Lena was coming back to her senses, she tried to explain what happened. I was just sitting alone, and it's already quite late, but Miku's still missing. Yet and what happened to Slavia? And I still couldn't reconcile this.
I just can't. Kung Pao reference.
They're sad. Or maybe not. By any chance, do you know where Olyana and Olga Dmitrievna are? She raised her eyes in surprise.
I do. They're up your butt and around the corner.
Oh, got him.
Get ready.
Yeah. No, why are they all so missing? Well,
Your ass.
your dog water. Oh, shoot.
Your dog water.
Well, so far we can't be sure.
Simeon.
At first, I didn't realize he was addressing me. Huh?
Don't you think that it's way too quiet in the camp?
Yeah, usually there's more moaning at this hour. I strained my ear.
I was trying to do that with the chicken strips. Have you seen that?
No, I don't.
So funny.
I haven't seen it.
That's actually not bad.
I mean, no sounds whatsoever. Oh, what is this place usually like?
There's like this kid, and he goes, macaroni with the chicken strips. And then he goes, It's so funny.
Quiet, whispered Lena.
Quiet, but not this
I
quiet.
couldn't let girls fall into panic.
Stop panicking.
Quiet.
Stop. Shut up.
Calm down.
Fuck.
Yeah. Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, good.
Where is Olga being? You hear very far in the distance.
Oh, good. She's fine. Okay, good.
As she getting stabbed, you just hear that. Fuck. Yeah.
Murderers lose it. Okay, let's think rationally. And they're like, what is that? They both open their eyes.
What's rational?
They gave me a few questioning looks. People can't disappear without a trace. That means, nope, it doesn't mean anything. Suddenly we heard a rustle in the bushes by the cabin. That would be an Uliana type of a thing. Or not. Before I could even grab my pipe, Router emerged from the darkness.
Here you are.
He didn't seem to be at all concerned that the stuff happening around. Oh, Lord! Stop jumping out at people like that. The girls are going to have a heart attack at this rate.
I wasn't scared at all,
not
but
me.
they
Yeah,
were.
I was gonna say, yeah. The girls were so scared when you did that.
You go, you almost scared the girl.
Yeah. Although I wasn't sure. I'm sure a joke's been used, but I like that joke.
Yeah, I do apologize.
Why have you come?
Have you seen Shurik?
We haven't. It looks like half the camp just disappeared the last few hours.
Plus, it is too quiet around here.
We noticed that already.
I will fill the void of noise with the call of a moose into the wild. There's no light anywhere. Dead silence.
Okay.
That means dead happened.
Even the light got killed, murdered.
Even the light did.
Oh, don't you start whipping up the tension here. I feel sick already.
What am I doing? I'm not doing anything except for a moose call.
He flashes the sewer smell to give me the creeps. Okay, you stay here. I'm going to scout around the camp. Alone? Yeah, that probably was the bird said. I have to think first, then speak. Ahem.
I'll go with you.
Okay, then you just stay here, and don't forget that Miku
is still sleeping.
Still sleeping in the cabin.
Sure, yes, sir.
What a dork! If he gave me that, don't be smiling in their situation.
Do you want this smile another time?
Moose, I will continue. About half an hour later, we searched brought us to the square. All the cabins were empty. It looks like there are only 5 of us left in the cabin. Dude, this has got to be rounding up to some kind of end. Is this not the last day? I think it's just day 6. I limped along with that pipe of mine. It appeared to be so lightweight at first, but after carrying it around for some time, I learned that one can get worn out even carrying a bag of feathers.
Where on earth is everyone?
Alyssa appeared to be more or less calm. The horror of the first 5 minutes.
Freaking out.
Well, at least we can be sure that it's not the same case as whatever happened with Slavia,
Why is that?
Just think, how many people can they fucking mutilate in one night? We're probably
Isn't there like a quota?
Completely destroyed her. She's super dead. They can't do that so many times.
She got wrecked. She's dog water.
I imagine they use the word dog water as dead or bad, but seriously and unironically, Slavia's dog water.
she got fucked. She's dog water.
She got fucked. That's for freaking murder. Unceremonious and
She's
crass.
dismembered.
And deadpan.
Someone all like traumatized. Is like, Slavia, she's dog water. She's ass. No. That's so funny.
I said in the whisper, fearful of scaring her.
But where is everyone then?
Disappeared. Hardly a credible explanation, but if you think about it, nothing whatsoever has happened. That's 24 hours and been credible.
That's so funny.
That's so stupid.
They can just go and just like that.
It's not like anything's up to us now. And in any case, tomorrow's still another day. I tried to put on a smile. Let's rejoin the others.
Yeah.
Agreed Alyssa with a hint of indecisiveness. Oh shit, we'd only take a few steps out of the bushes. Instantly turned around and there was a sound. Alyssa clung to my hand so hard it hurt and I tightened my grip on the pipe.
Who's there?
No idea. I strained my eyes but still couldn't make out anything in the darkness. Hey! I had no idea what to do next. The rustling suddenly cut off and I returned to the usual cricket fiddling. Could it be some wild animal? I wondered with a feeling of insecurity.
Wild animal?
What are those things? Wild animal? She gripped my hand even tighter.
But there are no wild animals around here.
A squirrel, for example. I don't know.
A squirrel?
Yeah.
That's so wild.
A squirrel.
Well, maybe.
Shall we go?
Yeah.
Great conversation. Oh, she's
We
still.
did. We did
We
go.
left the others so they had a chance to be murdered as well. That's what you do in the movie is you split up and die.
For sure.
A minute later, we were approaching Olga Dmitrievna's cabin. Oh, we're out there and they remained silent and shuddered slightly when they saw us. So how is it? No one out there. I was contagious yelling. What do you mean, no one?
Everyone's gone.
Said Alyssa through her tears. The girls rushed into each other's arms, and I rushed into Router's arms.
He was so strong.
His brace.
It's just that simple.
Just that simple.
But how?
I really don't know. Maybe it's an alien abduction.
I do not know how to do a sentence where my inflection does not end going down.
Yeah. Want to play Detective Sherlock?
Well, it could be the same maniac.
It's kind of way too much for just one man, don't you think so?
I guess you're right, but who? What is it then?
It still could turn out to be just a stupid prank.
And
you know Slavia, always getting murdered.
She's ass.
And you guys just saying in his voice, she's ass, she's dog water.
Yeah, she's dog water. She's ass. Oh, Slavia, she is dog water. She's ass. That's all a stupid prank. She got wrecked. What a scrub.
No, she was definitely murdered by someone.
But who?
He gave me a narrow gaze. I have no idea. Maybe it was you. I was starting to get wound up.
Or you, karate chop.
Yeah, karate. Not me for sure.
How can you prove it?
Why
With
on
this
earth?
karate chop of proof.
I objection.
Now tell me, who's the handsomest one here? You, Router. You were the only one without an alibi.
So you do have an alibi, huh?
I was in my cabin. I'm
The double stop. I was in my cabin. Sure, I'm masked.
Sure, it can prove it.
That's fine. That doesn't really resolve it. It implies it was with Shurik that you were doing.
Yeah.
You can prove that I was mad that I was there. I like that sentence. Can you do it for me? Can you do it for me? I was Matt. I was at the cabin. Sure, it can prove that I was Matt at the cabin.
You got it.
Okay.
I can't. But
Okay.
I don't remember what. That's too much.
Too much. Okay.
I was at the house, Matt. I was with Shurik at the house. He can prove I was Matt. I was there.
Sure, but Shurik's temporarily unavailable. It's playing the dial-up noise whenever I look at him. Ruder grabbed his teeth and turned away.
Anyway, I'm the one without an alibi here. I am not going to justify myself here. I'm sure about myself. With this karate chop of truth, you will feel that you are
Justice.
not the
Karate chop
alibi.
of truth.
It has like the old like superhero sound effect when they punch someone. That
Oh, yeah. It's great to believe in yourself. I'm also sure about myself, and Miku can prove me right. I was with her the whole time.
her the all time, not exactly the best business.
Just as good as yours. I have no idea. Or could have argued like that Atlanta had intervened in the conversation. Boys, come on, that's enough. You're right, sorry.
Yeah.
Indeed, now is the best time, not the best time for something like this. Moose. Anyway, we should stick together.
Would it help keep us from disappearing?
Asked Alyssa timidly. I'm not sure about that disappearance stuff, but at least it should help us stay alive. I glanced at my watch. Almost 4 o'clock. The sun will be rising soon. Okay, squad, time to hit the hay, or we're going to end up totally wiped out. But no buts.
No.
Oh, the grasshoppers just stopped. And else tried to tip me into the cabin quietly. That's why.
Whoa, they turned all red.
Yeah, it was creepy.
What's happening?
Seems like we woke Masha up. It's okay. Keep sleeping, my little biscuit.
She just falls asleep.
Same pose.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
tips over. But she was already sitting up on the bed and staring blankly at our little party.
Well, you see, there is.
They're all gone. Disappeared. Everyone's gone. Lena burst into tears and flung her arms around Masha's
We didn't
neck.
check any of the cabins, but we just know.
We know.
What's going on? Can you speak clearly?
Well, long story short, I cracked my neck, cracked my fingers, and then I said a dad.
Cracked your neck.
And I said a dad pun. You know that meme format when like dad's on New Year's Day? That crack, squat, warm up. I haven't seen you since last year, so it's a setup for a bad joke. So I cracked my neck, and a pun. I don't know what pun would be though.
Yeah.
It looks like there are just 5 of us left in this camp.
Take your clothes off.
What?
I don't. Meaning everyone
We
in the
can't
room.
carry anything that we can't afford to carry.
So take them all off now. Put them off. It's just like frantic.
Whoever the murderer is clearly targeting pioneers.
Yeah.
We need to change our disguises quick. Girls, take your clothes off.
Yeah.
Like,
We'll wear it just to keep them distracted from you.
she's like, why don't you take your clothes off? We'll be the distraction.
Yeah. We're trying to save your life. Meaning everyone in this room.
Rejoice. Captain Obvious has returned. You're going to keep first watch. Oh, that's Canadian. Oh, nothing. Do you really think that it's safe for everyone to sleep at the same time?
Well, it isn't, but
Exactly. I handed in the pipe and slowly approached the bed where Lena was still sobbing in Mesh's arms. Well, if you don't mind, I slipped
I took her clothes off. Yeah.
I slid off her boots, climbed over the girl's, and turned toward the wall. I don't know. Anyhow, shut up. I was so exhausted, both physically and emotionally. Oh, he's gonna fix it with sleep. He's gonna do it. He's gonna sleep. Sleep. Masha whispers sobs in his voice, so that somehow melted quietly lullaby, so I fell asleep. Yeah, that'll fix it. I don't think anyone's gonna be missing, but I hope so. I was forcibly awakened by someone doing their best to shake me. Physically shake me, that is. Router was leaning over me and nudging my shoulder. So cute. What?
It is your turn now.
Oh, yeah. How long have I slept?
About an hour.
Only an hour. Stay on your watch, bitch.
I'm already dozing off.
Yeah, an infinite power source wouldn't hurt out for our router, although it wouldn't hurt for me too. Oh, fine. I rose with considerable effort, climbed over Lena and Mesh, who slept with our arms around each other, and jumped down to the floor. The room seemed slightly brighter. The morning's coming.
Yeah.
Router tried to get to my place, but I grabbed him by the collar, threw him down the floor, and gave him a blanket and a pillow. And then it cuts to the frame of you on top of Slavia holding her wrist, but it's electronic in that position. Come on. We had to.
So you can.
And you cannot. All right. Come to think about it, why can't he anyway? It's not that important right now. I took the chair, dragged it to the door, sat down and started to wait. Anticipation seemed to be the best word to describe what I was feeling. Any moment now the door would burst open and a maniac will break into the room, or the last residents of this camp will disappear. In any case, something will happen. I deeply feel that. Router was snoring his head off. The girls were sleeping securely, and I was starting to doze off too.
His head! It's off! Yeah.
In a dozing fashion, I clenched the pipe harder. The feeling of cold metal against my bare skin somehow brought me back to my senses. I must not sleep. It's their. I'm their only hope now, and my own too. It's not so hard to resist. What's happening? I'm scared.
Wait, did you press something?
I must have. Okay, good. Whew.
Oh,
I don't
that
know.
scared me.
It didn't work again.
I was like, oh.
I was like, is there gonna be a sequence?
Yeah.
We're good. Just a couple of minutes. Sleep. We're gonna fix it. The rustling came from behind the door. No, I must have imagined that. It's just those damn grasshoppers.
Fuck you, grasshoppers!
Maybe it's the grasshoppers too blind. They fell in the camp. Grasshoppers bullshit. The grasshoppers. It's all grasshoppers. That's what he's talking about. That's how it happens. I'm running away and they're after me. There are thousands of... Hey, remember that dream he had with the strawberries and the river map? We're going to have a different version of that. And desperately jumping with the pits and gullies, climbing hills and rocks. They don't care. They've got wings. Yeah, these filthy wings that make that nasty rattle. Probably they wouldn't eat their teeth anyway. Just have to flap those horrible wings faster and faster than the sun. But Publix, no! I just can't block out this hellish noise anymore. I'm falling desperately trying to get things in my hands. Please stop, somebody. I was woken by a sharp pain in the back of my head. Shit, I've been stabbed. Opening my eyes, I realized I was laying sprawled on the floor. It looks like I fell asleep and slipped off my chair. It was 9 o'clock. God damn it. It looks like I was sleeping for 5 hours straight. Anything could have happened. Horrified, I patted myself down and everything seemed to be in its place. That's what you check? Fuh. That was close. I shook our squad awake.
Matron already.
You sleep too much. While I've been sitting here all night long, awake. Sure, that was a lie, but telling you that I spent the whole night running for my life from the grasshoppers definitely wasn't an option.
I'm sorry.
Router hung his head. Don't worry about it. Masha stretched out and gave me a cute smile.
And why are you all here?
What? What do you mean, why are you all here? Don't you remember anything?
No, what's the matter?
Everyone's gone.
Said almost like gloomily. Say what?
Everyone's gone, vanish into thin air.
Masha glanced out the window and said nothing. Seems like she remembered now. Well, getting something to eat is indeed a fine idea. Nobody was going to object. It's not like I was in the mood to eat, same as everyone, but ultimately everyone knew that they had to keep ourselves running. Huh. Soon enough, we were sitting in the canteen, quietly digging into whatever we could find.
Want me to cook something?
Inquired Masha. This is new music. Let's wait for lunch. For now, it's fine. She gave me a disappointed look.
Okay, but what are we gonna do?
We have to get out of here. But the police. We have to get out of here. I repeated stubbornly.
But how?
Bus.
It's highly unlikely that one will come. Too much.
At least there should be a timetable somewhere around here. I tried to remember if I'd ever seen the bus map or its timetable somewhere. Probably not. Then we'll go on foot. Anything's better than staying here. But it's a long way to go. Well, we might have to hitch a lift.
Here in the middle of nowhere? I doubt that.
Oh, stop with that drum. I'm the one going, we have to get out of here. We have to get out.
Yeah.
You know, my toe kind of hurts. My toe kind of hurts.
Yeah.
Although thinking about it, that's exactly the right time for drama.
I'm not being dramatic, but then he has like music start playing behind him. He starts dancing or something. I'm not trying to be dramatic, but it's like interpretive dancing.
That's it. End story.
What are we gonna say when we reach the city?
We'll tell the truth. We came to shoot a movie. Then
what movie?
Okay, stop fooling around, will you? I buried my face.
Were you guys doing a movie without me?
Even if it was kind of funny yesterday, although it really wasn't. You could stop it now.
I don't get you.
Oh, you're still gonna keep pretending you came here not to shoot a movie, but to role play as a pioneer?
I don't understand a thing.
Alyssa swept her surprised gaze across everyone.
But we are pioneers. Oh, God, take.
Wait, so is Masha on my side thinking that we're actors?
She's the only one who still thinks that you guys are actors in a movie or whatever.
Aside from
everybody
myself,
else
of
thinks
course.
that they're in the
Right.
thing.
Masha, who had kept silent so far, butted in.
It's the 21st century out here. Rap pioneers.
21st?
Looks like we are indeed in a deep mess. So you're all going to say that you are normal pioneers who just came here on vacation for a week or so. A heavy silence followed.
Well, yes.
I guessed to look at Masha. It looks like she doesn't know how to react either. I signaled to her, pointing at the door. You know what to do.
That's funny. Slam it.
Excuse us for a second. And I go.
You slam her out the door.
So funny.
Go out there now.
I looked at Masha, then I pointed at the door. Like, you know. Having gone outside, I asked, what do you think?
Well,
She adopted a pose of an ancient Greek thinker.
it looks like they genuinely believe that. Some folks named Simeon and Miku were in our shoes until yesterday.
Some.
Well, I guess you're just more familiar with them than I am.
Oh, come on. I interrupted her. Couldn't you come up with a more feasible theory? Dumb.
I still have absolutely no theories at all. I no longer know what to think.
Oh, me neither.
But anyway, all hell is breaking loose here, even without taking pioneers into account. Murders, dozens of people disappearing without a trace. That ought to be our top priority now.
I looked closely at Masha. I wonder how she can keep such a cool head under these circumstances. Sure, I'm also drinkable. She must be the murderer. Because you're the only two who know what's going on. And if it's not me, which it might be me, I think it'd be pretty lame. If it's not me, then it's probably her.
That means
What?
let's leave this issue for later.
What about lunch? She just sort of tries to dismiss it. What?
I guess it's somehow connected to the disappearances. It's safe to assume that 1 or even 2 or 3 humans couldn't deal with so many people at once.
Agreed.
It might be that this phenomenon somehow affected them.
Might be.
Anyway, it's easy to believe that then, for example, we're on a parallel reality or something.
You know, by now I'm willing to believe in anything.
Then let's stick to this theory for now.
Okay.
Let's go.
You go ahead. I'll be back in a minute.
It's dangerous to be all alone.
Seriously?
Take this.
Yeah. I almost did that earlier when he said it to somebody. So it's dangerous. It's seriously, what's so dangerous? Broad daylight. Everyone's around here.
Okay.
You know what that's from?
What's
It's
from?
dangerous to go alone. Take this. Do you know what that's from?
It's a Zelda game.
Yep, you're all right. Do you know which Zelda game?
No, I don't know.
It's the very first Zelda game, The Legend of Zelda.
That's 2D.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know what
or
that.
Not platformer, but
I remember now. Or I think I know what the first Zelda game looks like.
Yeah.
She gave me a faint smile and headed back to the canteen. But still, her behavior is also quite odd. It looks like the last few days have changed everything and everyone, including Masha. Yesterday, shock, fear, and trembling. Today, cold, insensible reasoning. Damn. She's even more self-assured than me. Could it just be a good sleep? No, there's something wrong with her, too. Sure, she doesn't think that she's a pioneer like everyone else does, but still, if something has happened to them, then maybe it has also happened to me. No, it can't be. Everything seems to be fine. I've double-checked my body and found no abnormalities.
Except for I didn't
Jumas!
find my cigarettes.
Shumas! Okay, I have to keep calm and control myself. I got up and was about to return to the canteen and suddenly heard the tiny voice behind my back. I'm guessing Liana, but I've been wrong before. We'll have to find out next time. Everybody suck one!
All right.